Hey y'all, Tailored by Debbie here. This week we're going to attempt to refinish the top on this piece of furniture. You can see it's got some discoloring up here on the top of this piece. So we're going to sand that, and then we're going to paint it. And I thought I would try this white, linen white chalked matte finish. And then we're going to be replacing the hardware down there on that drawer because this kind of broke off there. Okay, y'all, it is very hot outside in Georgia. So I'm working in my dining room right now. And I've got some different grits of sandpaper. We're going to lightly sand the top of this. I'm going to start out with a coarse grit and then work my way. The lower the number, the coarser the sandpaper is. So we're starting with the 80 grit. And then once it's finished, we will probably use something like this 240 grit to finish it off. But I'm just gonna lightly sand this surface with this 80 grit just to kind of get rid of that glossy finish on here. It looks like something was set on here. Maybe that was wet or something and it kind of messed up the finish. Okay. So I'm just lightly sanding it and it's going to help that spray paint adhere better. So I'm going to especially sand where those areas of the discoloration and the finish are, until it feels smooth under my fingers. Okay, I've got a clean cloth, clean cotton cloth. We're just gonna wipe off the excess dust. Now let's do the rub over test. Okay, I'm not feeling those spots anymore, y'all. So I think we're ready to move on to the next step, which is to paint. But first we need to tape off. And I'm using frog tape because it's known for less bleed through. So I'm going to tape with this painter's tape all the way around the top part because for this project, I'm only wanting to paint the very top, okay? So I'm just going to be covering this front part where I did not sand. And then I've got a plastic tablecloth from the 5-quarter store that I'm going to tape all the way around so I don't get paint anywhere else. And let's face it, if I don't like the way this looks, I can always come back and paint the rest. But once you paint it, it's really hard to go back. So I'm going to try first just painting the very top of this and see how we like it. Okay, so I'm going to finish getting this taped off and I'll be right back. All right, now we have it taped all the way around the top. And I'm just going to take some painter's tape now and tape the tablecloth over this for the rest of it. Just going to take this and we're going to tape this all the way around and then I'll see you outside. All right, y'all. We are using Rust-Oleum chalked ultra matte paint in linen white. And you can see I've got the plastic taped all the way around. I've already shaken this can some, but I'm going to shake it up a little bit more. And I'm just looking to make sure my tape looks good all the way around my table. And that we've got it pressed up against the sides really well. And we're going to hold it 10 to 12 inches away. And we're going to spray in even strokes back and forth across this. Okay? Oop. The wind is blowing that way, so I'm going to stand on this side. That's our first coat. So, gonna wait just a few minutes. Let's shake it for another minute. Won't hurt to shake it for another minute, right? So let's shake it for another minute. Y'all, I'm liking this chalky finish. I'm liking it. All right, we're gonna do a second coat. This time, same way, we're gonna go back and forth. And it says to overlap a little bit. I don't know if I'm supposed to like push the button down and leave it pushed down or do the little bursts like I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing the little bursts. All right, let's wait a few minutes. I think it's looking good. A few minutes between each coat. All right, here we go. We're gonna do another coat. Ooh, this is looking good. I'm really liking this, y'all. Look at this. Can y'all see that? I'm really liking it. Okay, I'm gonna wait another minute or so. Then I'm gonna spray another coat. Overlapping a little bit each time you go across. That's probably the heaviest coat I've done so far. All right, I think we are about there. I'm gonna let this dry 10 full minutes and then I'll come back and we'll look at it together. Okay, y'all. I am super impressed with the way this is looking. It's kind of dry to the touch. I do think it needs at least one, if not two more coats. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera back up on the stand and we'll put another coat of paint on it. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Let's see, a little bit more right here. We're gonna let that dry. All right, y'all, here's what we got. I've already taken off the plastic and I'm going to remove the painter's tape and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, but it's dry to the touch. Okay, y'all, I brought it on my back porch and here's what it looks like with the top repainted and dry. JT's gonna remove the old hardware for me. We're gonna replace that. Then I'm gonna get it polished up good and I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna sand the top lightly with some fine grit sandpaper and that's it. And y'all, it is finished. Look how beautiful it came out. JT put a new knob on it. I polished it up with some pledge. And look at the top. Didn't it turn out beautiful? So if you find some furniture that has some flaws on it, don't turn away just because of that. You might be able to sand it down a little bit and repaint the top and refinish some beautiful furniture for your home too. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you'll always be notified when I put up new content. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this project and what you'd like to see me do next. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.